hit to short. Gonzalez is up with it and reined in one away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, you've always got to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Ryu gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Brandon Phillips is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And it's been a great start to the season for them so far. They started to open up their lead here in the division, and they've really been one of the best teams in baseball here early on.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, man, one of the most versatile players in the game is Justin Turner. Can play any of the infield positions, and he's going to play them well. One of those types of guys that you're not going to look at and say, wow, he's real fluid or real smooth, any of those sorts of things, but he gets the job done, and he gets it done well.
Joey Votto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Hot shot to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Right is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Carl Crawford is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
First baseman
Kike Hernandez will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. And a pitch out, but Crawford's not going. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Runners off for second. Liner toward right center. And the hit and run works perfectly. A base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Yasiel Puig will stand in. Currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Scooped up. Phillips for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Center fielder
Jock Pederson will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Swing and a liner. One and two. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jay Bruce will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2 and 2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Just out in front of that one, still 2 and 2. Ryu's ready. He'll try to put him away here on 2 and 2. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Scott Schebler will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Pulled toward right center field. Pederson has a read on it. 2 gone.
Batting sixth,
Tucker Barnhart into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-1 pitch. Scorched to third. Turner's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. They're down in order. They still trail 1-0.
leading up with a dive.
Justin Turner will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
Batting sixth.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
DeJesus comes up with it first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
Batting seventh.
Marwin Gonzalez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schebler has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Ivan De Jesus Jr. will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Ryu looks in. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called, and a questionable first out of the inning. Into the box, Jose Peraza. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Crawford is there. 2 down. RAISEL Iglesias will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
0-1.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading up for the Dodgers. Catcher,
A.J. Ellis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. This one's flared out toward left. Schebler waits on it. 1 down.
batting ninth.
Ready now, HYUN-JIN Ryu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
The 2-0 on the way. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Carl Crawford.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Carl Crawford comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now, people have described this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Billy Hamilton will stand in to begin with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
That's ball 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
And you know, when you've got a guy out there that's mowing you down, you got to start taking some pitches. I mean, he's tough enough as it is, but he's even tougher when you're helping him out.
Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Joey Votto is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ryu comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he lifts a high pop up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Hernandez will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 30.
Settling in now, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gonzalez is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Kike Hernandez will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Let's take you through that at-bat right here on Show Track. Now you're going to see he'll start things off with a nice slider. But he's not going to double that pitch up. He's going to keep that one in his back pocket for a little while until he needs it again. Then after a little bit of a battle, goes back to that slider and finishes him off.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has it in his tracks, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting.
Jock Pederson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Bounce towards the second baseman. Barehanded by Phillips. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Scott box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig moves over, one away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Ryu steps into his windup. Here he comes on 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ivan DeJesus Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So striding in, Jose Peraza, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Gonzalez for one, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball. Justin Turner will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. hard hit ball to second. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Howie Kendrick stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Digging in, Marwin Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
In now is A.J. Ellis. Ripped on the ground to first. Taken in by Votto. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. RAISEL Iglesias will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Billy Hamilton will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Crawford on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Brandon Phillips will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Ground ball right side. Gloved by Kendrick. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. It remains 1-0. Andre Ethier is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Drilled down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Left fielder, Morrow.
Carl Crawford comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit well on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
Kike Hernandez will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Oh, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Liner towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
The right fielder, number 66,
Yasiel Puig stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swinging a soft liner, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores.
Seems like all of a sudden the lights turned on for these guys. They're swinging the bats a lot more aggressively here. And he's been pretty good to this point, but that's 4 straight hits against him now, and they're definitely starting to figure him out.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Your attention, please.
He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jumbo Diaz will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. High in the air and deep to left center field. Schebler ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, you feel a little for that guy on the mound. He was in an impossible spot to begin with. He didn't start this.
Justin Turner will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to...
Not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of him for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
That evens it up 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Hit hard on the ground to third. A stab, and he's got it. The throw. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. But you want to talk about getting the bat head out front? Well, he just rips. This is just stick your glove out and hope that it finds the webbing. And this one did as he gets up and throws him out.
Howie Kendrick stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Grounded to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The catcher, number 17.
A.J. Ellis will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Now that's kind of surprising right there that they put the bunt on with 1 out already. If he's the pitcher, maybe I can see it, but if I'm managing this team, that guy swings away.
Andre Ethier will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. Pedro Baez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Pedro Baez.
Joey Votto will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
The right fielder, number 32.
Jay Bruce will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Scott Van Slyke is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Scott Schebler will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. He drew a walk his first time up. And that swung on and fouled straight back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Ivan De Jesus Jr. will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Villarreal will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Villarreal now playing third base and batting in the ninth spot.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schebler moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Scott Van Slyke will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And that misses inside 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Ground ball left side. Suarez is there. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 66.
Yasiel Puig steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Belted high and deep into right center. Hamilton going back. Still going back. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Jock Pederson will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Back-to-back doubles here, and maybe more damaging, back-to-back 2-out doubles are going to get him a run. It looked like this inning was under control, but that's the kind of quick strike ability that these guys have.
Here comes the first pitch. Justin Turner is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 7-0. Jose Peraza will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Yimi Garcia will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Yimi Garcia.
Jose Peraza stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Third baseman number 7,
Eugenio Suarez stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Brandon Phillips gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Puig is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. They need to get. Howie Kendrick leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. This is line to left and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting,
Marwin Gonzalez digs in, coming off a single in his last at bat. Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
the catcher.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
A.J. Ellis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound. Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Wesley Maxwell will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Chase Utley will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. that misses 2-2.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Carl Crawford. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Carl Crawford comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead.
What's that old saying, guys? The rich get richer? Well, his team's definitely been getting rich here all day.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Sometimes guys can get keyed up in big spots like this, and that's where that curveball can be a real effective pitch.
But it's 0-2.
Wow, you've got the bases loaded, and you've gone after 2 straight pitches out of the zone. Should be 2-0 right now.
High and deep to left center field. Hamilton racing back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. 1 run is scored. The tag, and he is out at the plate, and not in time as the 2nd run scores. Scott Van Slyke stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 66,
Yasiel Puig steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Kenley Jansen will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Kenley Jansen.
Joey Votto will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ellis is under it, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 30.
Jay Bruce will stand in now, hoping to get on track, as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 11-0. Good night from Los Angeles.
They left 5 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.